Okay folks, in this video we're going to show you how to set up Claude Code so that you can run many different AI providers, namely the Chinese models that are compatible with Anthropic. So here's the problem. Usually, especially if you're on a setup like mine where you're on VPS and you're running Claude Code, the go-to method here is by going to the .claude settings.json and overwriting the base URL and auth token with your API key. Right. However, if you want to switch to provider, let's say, for example, today I'm using Minimax, but tomorrow I want to use GLM. It can be a bit problematic because first and foremost, some of the parameters in the same .claude settings JSON can be different. Not all of them are the same. So this is the one that's by Longcat, this is the one that's by Kimi, and this is the one that's by Qwen. Right? So not everything is the same. So it's not as straightforward as just replacing the auth token with the base URL. And also in terms of security, the key here is stored in plain text JSON. So Claude Code may back it up and anyone with read access to your home directory can see it. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be putting all of those API keys in the shell profile and then set up a launcher script so that you can do something like this. Let's say, for example, if I want to use Minimax on Claude, then I just run claude-minimax and I can go ahead and use Minimax on Claude Code. Or if I want to run GLM on Claude, then I can just run something like this and I can have access to GLM on Claude Code. So I don't have to switch every time in the settings.json. So let's get right into it. Okay, so now we're going to take you through step by step on how to get this set up. So we already talked about the ones here on the left, right? The typical problem with the single provider setup. And there's no official documentation from any of these providers that shows you how to switch between different models because, you know, they're incentivized for you to use their models. That's how they make money, right? So instead, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting all of the API keys in the shell profile. So how you do that is you go to terminal and type nano ~/.bashrc. Oh, and also as a quick note, if your shell profile is not living in your bashrc, then run echo shell to see where it lives in. So it can either be in the zshrc, or if it prints something else, then use the matching profile file. So this file contains a lot of your sensitive information, including multiple API keys. And you want to be putting your API keys here at the bottom of the file. So as you can see, I have GLM, Minimax, Longcat, and Sakana here. And after you've pasted all of the API keys at the bottom of your bashrc or whatever shell profile that you have, towards the end, you want to also export the path so that it points to your .local bin. This is where the launcher scripts are going to live at. And the launcher scripts that we're going to be running will not contain those keys. They expect them as environment variables exported from your bashrc, which is your shell profile. So it would look something like this. In my case, I have Claude GLM, Claude Minimax, Claude Longcat. They're executable and on your path, so you can run them by name. Just as how I showed you in the beginning. Claude Minimax, Claude GLM, Claude Longcat. And what each of these launcher does is they perform 3 steps. So the first one requires the API key, and this stops immediately with a clear error if the key is missing. And then you're going to have to export the provider-specific env, which is what all of the other official docs tell us to put at the .claude settings JSON. But instead of that, this time it's in the launcher script, which then runs Claude Code if you run the exec command. So all of these work because Claude Code is built around the Anthropic API, right? So internally, it looks for these environment variables, right? And because Claude Code reads these at startup, you can point it at any API that speaks the Anthropic format by setting the right variables. So GLM, Minimax, Longcat, Qwen, Kimi, all of these Chinese models provide Anthropic-compatible endpoints. So this works. And in fact, your agent should already know to set these up according to the official doc. But you can actually customize how you want for the default Opus model, default Sonnet model, default Haiku model, as well as the Claude Code auto-compact window, which is the context window. So what I mean by that is because Claude Code has internal tiers. That's Opus, Sonnet, Haiku, which map to Anthropic's own models, right? Opus, Sonnet, Haiku. And because we're using third-party endpoints, we override each tier to point to the provider's model. So for example, for GLM, the Opus model would point to GLM 5.2. The Sonnet model can also be 5.2, but also 5.1. For Haiku would be GLM 4.7. So here, it's also up to your preference. If you want to customize this, you can even go for an older model. But for some models like Longcat, right, 2.0 is the only model that came out from Meituan. So all of them are set to Longcat 2.0. And lastly, for the .claude settings JSON, what stays here would be the shared configs. So this is what it looks like, right? The Claude process after the launcher scripts run, when you run the exec command, it looks at the shared config. And for me, I often use Claude Code with dangerously skip permission. So I have that config skip dangerous mode permission prompt true. So that's my exact setup, and it's important to separate them because anything in the settings.json applies to every provider, right? So theme, verbosity are the same no matter which model you use. So all in all, the user flow is like that. You open terminal, then the bash RC runs and exports the multiple API keys that you have plus path. And then you type any one of these exec commands, and the launcher script checks that the right key is set, exports the provider specific variables, and then runs exec Claude, which starts Claude Code with that environment. Claude Code can also read the .claude settings JSON for shared settings, and inside Claude Code, you can check /status that shows the active base URL and model, or even a more reliable check is to see your bill usage, all right, if it in fact is using the model that you want, the inference costs, okay? And last thing is a bit of cleanup. So if you have stuff in your Claude settings JSON, you can just delete them, or just tell your agent to delete them after you have set up the shell profile and the launcher script. Okay, so that's it for the setup guide. Personally, if you prefer the Claude harness more, then this is the video for you. But these days, these providers already have created a native IDE for their models. For example, Kimi has Kimi Code to run the K2.7 code or K2.6. Qwen has Qwen Code for Qwen 3.7 Max or Plus. And very recently, Zcode came out for GLM 5.2 to be the native IDE. But so far, I think Minimax is the only one that doesn't have a coding IDE for their models. So personally for me, if they have a native IDE, I would just go for it. But with Zcode coming out, this one, the cost is much better if you're subscribed to their coding plan. You save a lot more if you use it on Zcode compared to Claude Code. But so far, using GLM 5.2 on Claude Code has been quite impressive for me on my end. So it's really a matter of, you know, what your preference is for the combination of the model plus the harness, right? So Claude harness still so far is like the go-to, or at least like the gold standard for IDEs. So if you insist on using any one of these Anthropic-compatible models, and Claude Code, then you can set that up and let me know how you think. So if you find this video helpful, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. My name is Ron. Shana now.